Did you see how that popped? Gonna be drinking IBC root beer. And we're looking at 2 episodes from Farscape, in this case, 2 episodes in this case being Out of Their Minds and My 3 Crichtons. Let's look at Out of Their Minds first. And what happened in this episode? Well, in this episode, basically a blast from another ship causes each character on Moya to, in a way, switch bodies. Like, in this case, Rigel, his personality being inside the body of John, and John's subconscious being in Aaron's subconscious. So at times, though, you would have a lot of, perhaps, goofy moments. And as well as there would be moments where there would be a bit more dramatic moments, like, say, in the fact that whenever someone's mind transfers into Pilot, they get really confused, like Dargo, or whenever Pilot's mind is in someone else, he gets very confused, disorientated. However, I will say this, I think that the alien race that of the Halasians, I do have to say that they kind of remind me look-wise. They look like the Sketchies, which were from the Dark Crystal. They remind me of them. They even look like them. They just look like they were perhaps color changed, perhaps.
I will never yield. You must destroy me.
I am not here to hurt you. I am a Delvian Pa'u, a priestess. I can take your pain if you allow me.
Why do you help? Your ship attack us.
We didn't attack you.
Your smaller ship did. Captain called it Talon.
But honestly, I think visually they are a great addition to the Farscape universe, honestly. And overall, I kind of enjoyed this episode. I think we had some more we had a more moment where, at the end of the episode, there's some goofy moments, like, say, like Dargo saying how he liked being in Tiana's body, and, Aaron and John are kind of flirting as well again. I'm being honest, I'm still kind of like saying, I'm not against it, but at the same time, it's, like, I'm still like, okay, they're going for a relationship between Tiana and Dargo. I'll have to wait and see how I feel that as the show goes on, but at the same time, I feel like saying, this is a thing. So let's go looking onto the episode, My 3 Crichtons. And what happened in this episode? Well, in this episode, a mysterious spear engulfs and spits out Crichton along with a couple of 2 familiar faces. In this case, 2 different alternate versions of Crichton. In this case, one being one that who is basically just a caveman version of him, who was his mind is not as great. And honestly, I gotta say, the makeup and the hair that they did for that version of John, for Ben, looks really great. And honestly, I try to say that the alternate, like, more, I'd say he's more of an intelligent version of John, who looks more alien-like.
Aaron,
Don't move.
look, I'm freezing here. Why the hell are you pointing a gun at me?
Who are you?
I'm John. John Crichton.
I don't think so. For a start, John has more hair. Amongst other things. Gonna blame that on feeling cold?
What the hell happened to me?
Like, he has, like, his brain on his head. Honestly, I like what they did for this version of Crichton. I just say that visually, he reminds me more of a character who would be in Star Trek, like The Next Generation, honestly. And honestly, I gotta say that Ben does a great job of differentiating between the two characters. Like, say, acting-wise, it seems like, say, the more alien version of Ben has more of, like, say, a Kentucky or perhaps a Tennessean drawl, like, with accent, I suppose. I believe that's where, or maybe that's just, like, him trying to do a different, accent to, like, distinguish the two different versions of his character. And honestly, I gotta say, I like the idea of Tiana being, like, more protective of the, more, wild man Crichton, in the fact that he is, has more of a sensitive disposition, so she's missing a version of Crichton who, as this show has gone on, he is kind of, in a way, although he has his sensitive side, he is kind of, in a way, kind of hardened because of all the things that he has seen so far in the show. And I kind of like that. I like that, in a way, like, it's sort of like in how in life, as, like, say, friends, as they go, like, the years go by, they kind of, like, would miss, like, a version of, like, say, like, as one gets older, they probably miss, like, a goofy version of them, or a more fun version of them, as, like, someone has kids, someone gets married or something like that, perhaps. But honestly, I gotta say both of these episodes were pretty good. I like both of them. I shall see you next time. Yeah.